again discussing health and fitness. Today, going to be discussing why you shouldn't arm wrestle. And it took me 33 years to know why you shouldn't arm wrestle. Of course, about I think it was March of 2016, I broke my arm. I broke my arm wrestling. And again, we all arm wrestle growing up. We don't really know too much about it as we are younger. And I was never into the arm wrestling thing, but as a man, you always have that macho mentality. You always want to see who's the strongest, you know, who's bigger, you know, who's tougher. So I made a bad decision, you know, and I arm wrestled while I was at work, you know. And it's the last place you want to do such a thing, you know. And anybody that knows me, I'm always, you know, I always got a serious look on my face. I don't smile too much, and to this day, you know, it was a bad decision that I made. But I'm gonna blame it on my wife. She'll know why. But anyway, the reason why you shouldn't arm wrestle is because the way the doctor discussed with me, and I'm gonna show you my then and now, how it looks after surgery and everything. But the way the doctor discussed with me, the humerus bone, which I broke right here, when you're arm wrestling, your humerus, it's gonna stay straight, you know, no matter what. You got your elbow down on the ground. This is gonna stay straight, but you are turning this. Although this does bulge, you know, a little bit, it's mainly staying straight. But this, your forearm, it's going down. So anytime you arm wrestle, no matter what, I mean, no matter how easy your opponent is to beat, you're doing this, you're twisting. This bone and this bone, they're twisting. They're going against each other. One's going the other direction, the other one's just staying the other way. So the way he broke it down to me, arm wrestling is a very bad choice to, you know, to do, things to do, you know, when you're spare time. Now I see my boys arm wrestle, I get scared to death, you know, not knowing, you know, I grew up that way, always arm wrestling. But I always, you know, let them know how serious it is, that, you know, what they're doing. And I broke mine. The guy that I was arm wrestling wasn't necessarily stronger than me, but he knew techniques, you know. And, you know, that's the thing about arm wrestling. It really don't matter if you're stronger than somebody. It's all about technique. That's what it's all about, you know. And I didn't know that until I got in my 30s, you know, because I, you know, never looked into arm wrestling, never been into arm wrestling. I just wanted to keep proving to this guy that he could not put me down, which he never could put me down. We had arm wrestling more than once. He never could put me down. And I should have been more smart anyway, because we both were sitting down, but he chose to stand up. He stood up and he put all his body weight on me, yet he still couldn't put me down. So I really was laughing, you know, you still can't put me down, you weak, which, and I should have stopped like I normally would have, but I was just trying to make a laughing stock out of him because he couldn't put me down with all his body weight. And push go to shove, snap, you know, it just bloop. My arm just went back. I didn't feel anything, didn't hurt at all. But it was just like a dream, you know. I couldn't believe it because I never broke a bone in my life. And to this day, that's the only time I broke a bone. So just a bad decision, you know. I feel like if you don't, especially if you don't know the techniques of it, if you don't know the real serious dangers of it. And like I said, I was very fortunate. I didn't damage any ligaments, you know. However, I did have a clean break of my humerus bone. And matter of fact, you know, I didn't feel anything. I drove myself home. You know, I drove myself to the doctor to get checked out. But just unfortunate thing, I have a scar for life back here. I don't have any tattoos, but after that, leaving that scar on my back arm, I really wanted to get a tattoo, I thought, to cover it up. But now, you know, I don't want to cover it up. You know, it's a reminder. You know, it's a reminder, and it's a reminder to my boys when they get older. You know, hey, see what all playing would do, too much playing, and I always be hard on them about playing too much. I guess because my situation, you know, I want to install it in them, and you know, I'm a person that plays a whole lot. But unfortunately, like I said, it was my wife's fault. And again, I'm gonna leave it at that. It's her fault. The reason why I went in arm wrestle that day. But again, I'm gonna show you the then and now picture of my arm after I had surgery and how it looks now. And again, you can probably see a little bit of it now if I show you. Take this jacket off. If I can take the jacket off. There it is right there. Kind of see. I just worked out my forearms today, and that's why I spent more time. You know, a lot of people, they just do forearms, probably just look 10 minutes, 20 minutes. But I spent the whole hour today working my forearms. So just trying to get that, because I do have pain. I have a lot of pain coming from this arm, from this break. Because, you know, anybody who ever had a break, especially when you have one up in age in your 30s, it's not the same as, you know, breaking a bone in your, you know, teenage and child, you know, years. So yes, I do have a lot of pain in this arm, but it don't keep me from working out. Matter of fact, when I work out, it seems like it gets the feeling better. So that phrase people use, you know, you can use it or lose it. It's very true, because I feel like if I don't use this, if I don't keep it active, I feel like it'll be in so much pain, and the older I get, the less functional it would be. So I'm just gonna keep active. I'm gonna keep always working out until I'm gone, until I leave here. Disabled or what, whatever happens to me, I'm gonna do some type of fitness if I can. So again, y'all, that's just my words that I want to put out there about my opinion on arm wrestling. So you can take it, pretty much all of y'all probably already knew, but I'm just discussing, you know, my experience, you know, with the arm wrestling, my opinion. Again, it's your boy Jay Young. Y'all be safe out there, and remember, if you got kids, just let them know how serious it is. You know, someone can get hurt by that, you know. Stay safe. Peace.